Hello, my name is Matthew Bozine, and this is my final project, a video guide involving designing websites around search engine optimization best practices. Search engine optimization best practice is about using smart, ethical web design to make a website's content accessible to the audience that would find it most helpful. In SEO best practice, we work alongside the search engine rather than against it, and we help our audience by addressing their needs rather than exploiting them for clicks and views. In order to design a website around SEO best practice, we need to understand two main things: the needs of our target audience and how search engines find, index, and rank their results. In this guide, we are going to cover some techniques for analyzing the needs and behavior of your target audience. Then we are going to cover the process by which search engines will discover, index, and rank your website. Finally, we are going to explore some specific design techniques that will make your website easier for search engines as well as users to find and traverse. First, we need to understand our audience, the people who will find our website useful. To do this, let's get into the right frame of mind. We have to consider their user intent, or their motivations for searching. What kind of content do they want? What form, for example, video, text, or images, do they want their content to come as? Additionally, we should find out what keywords they use to represent their search topics, and what their online browsing behavior is. There are some very useful tools that can help us with this. Google AdWords will allow you to find keywords that represent your users' search topics. Additionally, it will tell you how popular those keywords are. Google Trends can tell you how the popularity of those keywords changes seasonally and over time. Google Analytics will allow you to analyze your audience's online behavior. It tracks a number of extremely relevant metrics, such as the frequency of visitors to your website, the duration of user sessions, which is important for measuring user engagement, which pages users visit, including which order users visit when experiencing your website, where your visitors are coming from, and which sites are referring them, which is very important for identifying backlinks to your site. And finally, it can identify when your website's peak hours are. The wealth of information this service provides is absolutely invaluable. Now let's delve into how search engines work. Search engines want to provide the most useful answers possible to a user's search query. They do this in 3 steps. The first step is called crawling. In this step, the search engine sends out bots to navigate the web through links and record what they find. In the second step, called indexing, the search engine organizes the websites detected through crawling into an index. This is a sort of map of how the search engine understands the internet, involving websites and the connections between them. Finally, the search engine uses algorithms to rank the websites in its index. When it receives a search query, it will return the websites that ranked highest for relevance. Although we do not know exactly how the ranking algorithms work, here are some important factors. The first factor is use of relevant keywords. This used to be the most important factor, but less than scrupulous web designers would put so many keywords in their web pages that their content became a keyword-filled gibberish. Algorithms have improved since then, but keywords still remain a powerful factor. Another factor is the amount of backlinks, or links from other sites that point to your website that your website has. These act as the website version of word-of-mouth referrals. They show that your website is recommended by other sources, and the more trustworthy the source, the more the backlink will positively affect your rankings. The amount of time a user spends on your website is also important. Search engines use this as a metric to measure user engagement and consider a sign that the user is interacting with your content on a deep level. With these factors in mind, let's cover how you can use smart, ethical web design to improve your website's search engine rankings. First, meta tags are extremely important for helping search engines understand your content. Users will not see the information you place in meta tags, but search engine crawlers will. This allows you to mark your content with relevant keywords that crawlers will see, but users will not be disrupted with. Additionally, bots cannot understand the nature of things like images and video the way that human users can. Marking these elements with a meta tag will let a crawler know what your image or video is about. Second, you can create a sitemap to see whether your website can be easily traversed by users and search engine crawlers. A sitemap will let you know if there are any web pages on your site that are difficult to access, perhaps because they are isolated from other pages by not having any links pointing to them. This could also let you know if any important informations are locked behind logins or search text fields. The image on the right represents an example of a sitemap, but sitemaps can also come in many different forms and setups. Finally, you can hide pages that you don't want crawlers to see by including a meta tag with no index and no follow. On the right, we have an example of a meta tag communicating this to search engine crawlers. Examples of pages that you might not want crawlers to see include redundant pages, 404 error redirect pages, and site search results pages. If you have pages with sensitive information like logins, passwords, or user data, it would be best to lock them behind a login rather than using no index or no follow, as determined users might still be able to access pages that search engine crawlers are blocked from. I hope you have found this guide informative, and I hope it helps you to build a healthy, efficient, effective website.